By the Bay, I'm David. Pot meet kettle. Man, Donald Trump, he's losing his ability to troll, and that's not a bad thing. In a rally in South Carolina on Saturday, Donald Trump started asking the crowd, "Where's her husband? Where's Nikki Haley's husband?" "Oh, he's away. What happened to her husband? Where is he?" "He's gone." He's questioning why Nikki Haley's husband isn't around and with her on the campaign trail. Where's Melania? Where's she? Nikki Haley's husband is in the military. He's in the Army Reserves, and he's deployed in Africa. And she's like, if you mock the service of a combat veteran, you don't deserve a driver's license, let alone being president of the United States. That's a really interesting question. What makes you think Donald Trump has a driver's license? Has anybody ever seen Donald Trump drive a car? He's always being chauffeured. I often wonder, and I've wondered this, it's like, I wonder if he's ever learned how to drive a car. Just throwing that out there. Not that it means anything. I don't think he knows how to drive a car. Michael Haley, Nikki Haley's husband, posted up a meme on Twitter. It's funny because this article says Twitter. It doesn't say X. It says Twitter. Reading, "The difference between humans and animals? Animals would never allow the dumbest one to lead the pack." While mentioning Trump's account in the caption. So it's clearly directed at Donald Trump. So I think Donald Trump might have stepped in this one. You know, remember all you combat veterans and soldiers that Donald Trump has done more for the military than anybody else ever in the history of the world. Just remember that because he told you that. And people are sharpening their knives. Oh, God, this guy. All right, so Donald, that was a bit of a gaffe. You know, again, other readers who see Nikki Haley having a chance are the ones saying she shouldn't drop out because of things Donald Trump will say or do that will help him lose popularity. This would be one of them for two reasons. One, you're attacking deployed military veterans. Oh my God. That's like the worst thing you can do, period. Especially with the Republican Party. It wouldn't fly well with the Democrats, but with the Republicans who wrap themselves in the flag and support the troops and all that, you know what? Maybe a few more got shaken loose. The MAGAs will never be shaken loose, but maybe a few more might be offended by that. And where's Melania? All these questions and more will be answered in this reading. Come on down. Pour yourself an extra cup of coffee. You might want to pause and get your coffee refreshed up. Maybe make some toast or whatever it is that you do when you watch this, because here we go. What is the energy around Donald Trump's what I would describe as an ill-advised attack on Nikki Haley's husband and his whereabouts? For entertainment purposes only. Hopefully we can be entertained on this one. 5 of coins. Left out in the cold. Oh, God, poor Donald. Melania's not there. He misses Melania. So rather than, tell her that you miss her, you mock somebody else for their significant other not being there either because that makes you feel better when you punch down. Problem is, her husband's deployed. Melania chooses not to, probably because Donald hasn't agreed on that prenup renegotiation and to give her the money to show up by his side. I think Donald's feeling lonely. And there's the money because he won't pay the money to have Melania by his side. Oh. Uh-oh. 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 You don't give me the money. Our marriage is in trouble. I'm done with you, Donald. That's one way to look at this. This could also be, where's your husband, here questioning the value of their marriage, and then Nikki Haley claps back hard. Either way, and both of these can be right. That doesn't mean one's right and one's wrong. They could both be right. for Republican women, especially the wives of deployed military veterans, oh my God, they're going to say, you go, girl. They might question, why the hell did Donald Trump say that? That was a dumb thing to say. Get it through your heads. He doesn't care about the military. Put in the John Kelly comment that he calls the people that died in World War I at that gravesite in France a bunch of losers and suckers. Get it through your head. He does not represent you. Nikki Haley should capitalize on this. She wants to debate. Screw the debate, girl. Go after him. Just hammer this guy on this one. The military is going to back you on it. In the past, we've got the Justice card. You've got... God. Her husband is in the military. He's told he has to deploy to Africa. I believe he's in the reserves. And it's like, you know what? Yeah, he's in the South Carolina Army National Guard. He doesn't get a choice in this. He has to do it because it's his duty. In the past, also, I'm going to read this again as a Melania divorce reading here, because that would talk about that. Current situation is the Chariot. Okay, so Trump may have started something he may not want to have gone to. Her husband's gone. We're talking marriage. Husband being out there. He's in Africa. He's told he has to go. He's doing his duty as a military member of the armed forces in this country. He's doing his duty, whether he likes it or not. He's got a rotation, a deployment he has to go through. He's doing the work of the United States. He's doing the valuable work that the State Department and the government thinks he needs to do in Africa. He's doing his duty. He doesn't want to be there. He can't wait for this tour to end. He wants to go home. His wife is running for the President of the United States. He'd rather be home helping her out than over the deployment. He cannot wait for this deployment to end. The outcome is the Knight of Pentacles. I think in some ways he's going to be a bit more vocal, and he's going to present his side of, his side of things. I'm over here working on things of value to the government, and he's going to go forward and start announcing his side of the government. Okay? So he can carry that message. Nikki Haley can carry that message. And I think they want to put an end to Donald Trump's shenanigans with this. And they may have done it. But, okay, now let's look at this from a Melania point of view. Trump and Melania were in negotiations to renegotiate her prenup. Trump is about to be broke, and so is Melania. Trump with no money is not a husband of Melania's caliber. You can translate that any way you want. But let's just say that... let's say I might be mildly more attractive than Donald Trump, and if I had no money, Melania would have no time for me. I'm roughly Melania's age. She'd have no time for me whatsoever. Just to put it in perspective. No money, no Melania. And really it's no. This is that negotiations they've got going on here. In the past with the Justice card, I don't think Trump's been honoring his... He hasn't really been honoring his prenups. Maybe he has, but their prenups all go through the courts. This isn't a marriage of love. This is a business relationship. And if you want this marriage to continue, then you better start coming up with the cash to keep me. Otherwise, this marriage is over. I'm going to take what money I have and I'm going to go. Because that's the way it is. I'm done. Now, people ask if I read the cards by the meanings or or by the feel of it. And when I read the cards, I look at them and I try and sort of tease out the story, and I'll run different scenarios, and then I go with the one that kind of feels right. I hope that when you heard those two readings, the first one was kind of like if you gave it a passion score of 1 to 10, 5, maybe a 6, he seems to be able to craft a reasonable story based on those cards. He might be Nikki Haley's bringing the message, might be your husband's bringing the message. How about that second one? That's on a scale of 1 to 10. That was about a 14, wouldn't you say? I think that's a whole lot more about what's going on in Donald's life. And remember, Donald Trump is all about projection. So if his marriage is a problem, then other people's marriages have to be a problem, because it couldn't possibly be his marriage that's the problem. Where's Melania? He doesn't know. Why isn't he there? Nobody knows. That is such projection. Oh my God. Okay, now we'll get the boring one over first, okay? Here, this is where it's like, okay, he's going to get to the juicy stuff like, is Melania going to leave Trump? Or where is Melania? And what's going on? Yes, I am. We're just going to do a real quick one to see how is Nikki Haley going to try and, or will Nikki Haley capitalize on this? How will this impact military spouses? And then after that, we'll get to the juicy stuff. So if you need to go wash your hands or refill your cup and you just want this playing in the background, go do it now. And we'll get to the good stuff in just about 2 or 3 minutes here, okay? Can you tell what I do when I watch YouTube videos? I've got them playing. I'm running now. This is the time where I've got up. I'm rinsing my dish, putting in the dishwasher, refilling my drink. Just kind of banging things around. You might miss every 5th or 6th word. It doesn't really matter, okay? Because this one's probably not going to interest you a whole hell of a lot. But I know you're going to want to be around for the second part of this. What's going to be the fallout for this with Trump? How will Nikki Haley take advantage of this? Will it work? 8 of Cups, the walking away, the emotionally walking away card. I think she could play up how difficult it is when your husband's deployed. Oh God, yes. If your husband's deployed overseas, the stress that you go through because, he'll probably be fine. Hit the military moms with this. Hit the military wives with this. Hit the military grandmothers with this. The military sisters. Hit them with this. Hit them hard. How stressful it is to watch your loved ones be deployed in the military across the world, protecting the interests of the United States. He's doing it because he's an emissary for the government. The government tells him to, and this is part of, the State Department and U.S. relations. It's a strong, it's a duty. It's an honor. It's what his duty is to the United States. Sometimes you have to sacrifice your own personal safety and your personal freedoms to help make the country stronger. Again, play on their emotions. Go for it. Go after it. I don't like Nikki Haley's politics, but man, he's giving you an opening. Drive a frickin' truck through it. Again, the deep red states typically have a large percentage of their population. I'm making this up. I don't really know if it's true or not, but they love the military, or at least they'll say they love the military. There's a lot of military bases in the South. I would like to think that percentage-wise to the population, there's probably more people in the red states that are in the military as a career than non-red states. Just saying. Go after it, girl. If you don't, well, opportunity missed. All right. Now, juicy stuff. It's not quite the evil laugh yet. I bet you that's coming. Donald, what's going on with you and Melania? You're attacking Nikki Haley's husband. It's almost like you're projecting. What's going on, Donald? Oh, the King of Cups. Oh, he's just a big baby without his mommy there to take care of him and wipe his poopy bottom and change his diaper. King of Cups here. I don't think this is Biden. This is Donald Trump kind of like being a man baby. It's funny. He's such a jerk, but he wants, he kind of wants that mommy to take care of him, to take care of things. That his little inner child in there. And there's the Chariot card again. Things going forward. I don't think this is about Baron. What's underneath here? Strength card. I think it's kind of like his emotional immaturity is going to be more and more exposed. His weakness, it's almost like his dependency on women isn't being met, and it's causing him to act out. Melania, first off, it's reported that he's scared of Melania. Even Michael Cohen was talking about the worst thing he had to do was lie to Melania about Donald's indiscretions. There's something going forward that's inevitable, and he's trying to put on a strong face for it, but it's an emotional thing with him. In the past, the Knight of Pentacles. This was the outcome card on that last reading. I think, Melania is going to take her money. I think she's already told him, you got to deliver the money or else I'm gone. And it might be that he said, no, not going to do it. Cross your arms. Not going to do it. Meet me. By the way, I have never, ever made that face before. I never, ever acted like that. I don't know why you all would think such horrible things about me. For entertainment purposes only. Okay, for all you people that ask if Putin forced her to marry him, it's possible. Current situation, the Emperor. Yeah, talk about who wears the pants in this family. Maybe Donald's trying to act like he wears the pants in this one. But underneath that is this very soft, squishy human being. I think the Emperor is Melania. I think she is ruling the roost here. There's the money. Evaluating the money. Is there enough money here? Do I go? Trump is about to be hit with hundreds of millions of dollars in disgorgement from New York, and another 83.3 million plus interest when he appeals it for E. Jean Carroll. If Donald doesn't have the money, Donald doesn't get to have Melania, because Melania's got to have the money, girl. Mommy's got to have her money and her nice things. I'm going to take my money and go. And endings. I'm telling you, she's getting ready to go. She might have already left. Johnny from Tarot's Apprentice. This is going to take some digging. This was back in... This would have been the last year of Trump's presidency. So this would have been in like the first half or the first 3 months of 2020, excuse me. First half of 2020, call it. He did a reading on what events would happen with Trump that ended Trump's presidency. And one of the events was Melania leaving. And it could be that it's not that it ends his presidency, it ends his relevancy. Spirit might have misheard it. I need to go, I might make it a mission this weekend to go digging for that reading and watch it. And then message Johnny and say, hey, here's the follow-up here. Johnny is a great reader. He really is. And, you like my evil laugh. Oh, he's got the best giggle. When he's tickled, oh my God. And I mean tickled, like his funny bone is tickled, not like tickle, tickle, tickle type of thing. I've never met Johnny. I've never tickled him. I couldn't tell you. Though I probably could tell you that he wouldn't like it. And he would tell you to stop, but that doesn't mean he wouldn't be ticklish. Anyway, I seem to have gone astray here. He had seen Melania leaving Trump as one of the things happening. There's a 2 of coins popping up as one of the things happening in a series of events with Trump. So I want to go see if I can find that one and watch it. If I find it, I'll post it up on the community page. All right, so where was I going with it? Melania, I was asking, why is Trump lashing out? Because it looks like Melania is leaving. Has Melania left, or is she deciding to leave? What's Melania's opinion on Donald right now in their marriage? The Sun card. All is going to be revealed. March 20th was the date that Barron turns 18. It's the money. He's not sharing the money. Part of the prenup negotiation was she wanted to secure Barron's future. I think this card came up in that one. And it's like he keeps saying he's going to do it, and he never does it. And the truth is going to come out about the money or lack of money therein. There's that two of Pentacles. That was the one that popped up when I was overhand shuffling. Yeah, she's, take the money now or wait for more later. Go take the money now and go overseas. Maybe there's more later if I stick around, or maybe there'll be less later. And again, I also think this is Donald overpromising and under-delivering. Whatever it is, she's discovered the truth about him and his money. The Tower. It's done. It is done. She got that truth, or something rocked her world and she saw the truth. Probably maybe the E. Jean Carroll settlement. She wanted him to fight E. Jean Carroll tooth and nail, and he didn't. So she knows he's going to be broke. She knows he's going to be broke. And Mama's got to take care of Mama. This is all about her at this point. Yeah, as I said, David with no money, get no play with Melania. If I had a bunch of money, I might get some play with Melania. Although Michelle might have something to say about that. And she might be 5 foot tall and 100 pounds, but badgers are small too, right? And you don't mess with them. Overarching energy is the Moon card. She's making her plans, and she's keeping her plans secret. She knows the truth. She may not have told him she's leaving, but she is making plans. Oh, is this girl making plans? Because she's not going to be trapped in this marriage. She's been trapped in this marriage long enough. She's been strung along by his over-promising, under-delivering. Again, I've got all this money, but he really has nothing. She's done. This woman, the Eight of Swords, she can free herself. She can take the blindfold. She can cut the bonds, take the blindfold off, and go. And go she will. I'm done. Out of here. Girls' time out. Wait, that doesn't really work. I can't see it. Girls' time out on the yacht in the Mediterranean. Yeah. She is plotting her escape. She hasn't told him yet. He suspects it. It's interesting. I'm going to throw on that now. I'm sure he suspects it, but because he's a freaking narcissist, he can't accept it. It's like, you know how his MAGA folks make up excuses for him? It's the same thing with him. Him not having Melania on her terms. Melania leaving on her terms. No. She would never leave me. It's up to Donald to dump them, not for them to dump Donald. Do you know what I mean? That reality doesn't exist. And, just like Tim Scott suddenly is engaged. The Republican Party likes their candidates to have to be married to a member of the opposite sex. So Tim Scott likely to help bolster his VP chances. You know, he's got and proposed to that one gal. I mean, do her friends not talk to her? It makes no sense. I'll bet you he's still a virgin. He's going to tell her he's saving herself for his wedding night. Oh, by the way, her brother's cute. Oh, there's that Knight of Coins. All right. Where was I? I'm getting all snarky, and I forgot what my next question's going to be. Okay, so we asked if Melania, what her plans are. Okay. Barron's birthday is March 20th. It's right around the spring equinox. Is Melania going to leave Donald around, say, between then and the summer solstice? Victory. 3 of coins, the background negotiations. You got the nightmare card, the betrayal, the King of Wands. She gets a victory in this. The nightmare that she's been dealing with is over because she's overcome the nightmare. There's been betrayals and lies and cheating. There's dark money here. Background negotiations with lawyers. And this King of Wands is taking action in doing that. Taking action. I'm telling you, somewhere between Barron's birthday and summertime, she's gone. She's going to take off. That's kind of my thought on it. I don't think... Now, the King of Wands is often sometimes a justice card for me, but I think this is taking firm action and decisive action. That 3 of coins is, I'll take the money that I've got in this nightmare, and I'll just going to take my victory and go. Oh, okay, that's the question I wanted to ask. All right, now that Trump has gaffed and Nikki Haley and her husband have shot back on him, are we going to see Melania for the first time? He is now forced to pressure Melania to show up. Because he's going to be called out. You called out Nikki Haley's husband for not being there. And the reporters are going to start asking about Melania. Where's Melania? He did this to him. This is a self-inflicted wound. So, and now they're a business arrangement. Maybe he'll offer to throw a bunch of money at her. Maybe that's the thing that doesn't happen with the 2 of coins. He offers these things and she agrees. And then he doesn't pay up, and she's like, F you, I'm out of here. Okay. Will Trump demand or try to purchase Melania's attendance at a couple of near-term rallies that he's going to do? You gotta have the happy family. Oh, yes, we do. Probably Barron will be there, too. Ace of Swords. Yeah, this is now going to be a new thing for him. He's going to try and put his foot down and say, not only do you need to show up, but Barron needs to show up. We need to show we're a happy family here. And there's your moon card. That was the thing that was overarching Melania's, the overarching energy is the under energy with this one. Trump has having her come out as the happy family, but she's gone. There's a mystery. It was like, where is she? How come she's not there? Type of thing. Just like it was up here. Why is she not there? Oh, yeah. There's going to be well, you claim you have this great family. Where the hell's Melania? In the past is the 10 of Wands. Melania doesn't like being in the limelight. Not for this. If it was fashion related or walking down a catwalk in a fashion show, sure, that's her jam. But this is not her jam. It's a difficult marriage because being married to Trump would be a difficult thing. And it might be a hard burden to get her out there. He's probably been trying and not succeeding. Current situation, Page of Swords. Yeah, there's going to be this big push to find out where Melania is, and there's not going to be a big answer coming back. You know? He can't say she's deployed in Africa. Put a picture up on Twitter of her wearing the frickin' jacket and going down to look at kids in cages. You know, I don't care. Neither do you, you know. Put that picture up there because I'm sure that would be a great way to address this problem. Oh, he's gonna try some half-ass things to get her to come out. And there's going to be pressure on it. This Chariot card is up again. Because he has to show that he's still married. You know, it's like, not only do you need to show up, but you need to hold my hand too. And afterwards, we need to have sex with each other. Ew, I'm sorry. I should have warned you I was going to go there. For those of you that just spit out your coffee and just in distaste, I'm really sorry. Oh no, she's gonna say no. No money, no Melania. You want these Melanias? You gotta come up with the cash. He's not coming up with the cash. And you know why he's not coming up with the cash? Because he doesn't have it. He can promise it, but he can't back up the promises. Oh my God. This guy's a mess. He's going to try. Okay, will he succeed? Little four-carder. Will Trump succeed in getting Melania to come out? She's not coming out without money. She is not coming out without money. Well, regardless of whether or not Melania gets paid, man, do not take an IOU from Melania. Just like I was giving Nikki Haley advice, Melania going to give you some advice. Do not take an IOU from this man. If the word "trust me" or "I'm good for it" comes out of his lips, run the other way. Just, give him the same line back. I'll pay you, trust me. I'll show up, trust me. And give him mimic his look and watch the expression on his face like, wait a minute. I wasn't telling the truth, and it looks like she's not telling me the truth. We can't have this. All right. Is Melania not duped? Yeah, it would be duped. Is Melania going to be duped? Is she actually going to show up? Is Melania actually going to show up to one of his rallies? Just to, my wife showed up. Or is she going to deploy to Africa? His wife going to show up? High Priestess. If she knows what's good for her, she will. Got the Two of Wands. The money card. The Knight of Wands. Okay, so the long pause and the sigh here is, okay, is this telling me yes or no? This is the problem when you ask questions. Then you have to figure out what the answer is, right? Okay, if she needs to make up her mind if she's going to show up. Okay, she has to use her wisdom. That's where I'm going to go with this. He's promising you money, but the money's not there. This is an IOU. I need you to show up to a couple of events. It's only a couple. You can do this. This is what I need you to do. We need to show that our marriage, our business relationship is strong. She's absolutely not doing it out of love. Okay, so this could be, and forgive the creepiness of this, but this could be about her and Baron. About, I love my son and I want what's best for him, and am I going to deal with this? Is this worth happening? It's an IOU. Maybe if she goes, it helps with negotiations going forward. If she chooses not to go, well, any money that was on the table is lost, and now it's time to plan your leaving. So I'm going to say this. I'm convinced she's leaving. If she shows up it's because she's doing it for the money or the promise of some money coming Barron's way. If she doesn't show up, it's because, oh, hell no, I'm done with you. Okay, there. Talk about hedging your bets. I'm sorry, that's not really answering the question, and it could very well be the reason why the question's not answered is she hasn't made up her mind yet. And that's your free. I'm going to chalk this last one up as a free will. This non-reading as a free will non-reading. So where do we cover? Boy, we covered a lot of ground here. 35 minutes. All right. So where do we cover? It looks like, Trump stuck his foot in it. Nikki Haley really should really lean into this one and, go for the military moms, the military wives, the military sisters, the military daughters, and, all the women in the military. Try and, Trump doesn't have strong support with them anyways, but really hammer home those votes and hammer home Trump's disdain for serving members of the military. And if you want to, man, I would bring up that John Kelly quote. I didn't bother reading if he's going to debate her. He's not going to debate her. And then, why did Trump do it? Well, it looks like somebody's got some marital problems there. And it looks like Melania is getting ready to leave. And I'm going to guess it's going to be, again, in the March to June timeframe. I don't celebrate the dissolution of folks' marriages. I've been through a divorce. 0 stars. Do not recommend. However, sometimes it's necessary. We have to do things that we don't like, that we don't want to do, kicking and screaming. But when something is no longer working, you can be an 8 of Swords voluntary prisoner to it, or you can cut yourself free and move on with your life and go on to new life lessons. Will she show up? Don't really know. It's going to be the promise of money, the promise, not the delivery, but the promise of money that gets her to show up. If she shows up, it's not going to be for very long, But I would assure you he's going to try to get her to show up. Whether or not she shows up is anybody's guess because she hasn't decided yet. But again, I think in somewhere between March and June, I would expect to be hearing news that Melania Trump and Donald Trump are getting a divorce. Or at least she's moved out and there's wild speculations and rumors that they're getting a divorce. How about that? Okay, so that's the summary. We're 38 minutes into this. Let's end it. Glad it's on a Sunday. We got time to watch. Thank you for watching my video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and everything you do to feed the algorithm so my video makes it out to a wider audience. To folks just discovering this channel recently or for the first time, welcome. The readings are like this, typically shorter. Hope you found this reading insightful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.